Hi everyone. The previous video we have seen what is synchronization. If methods are not synchronized, what happens? We have seen this program. We are talking about this. The expected output was something. All these three words. Hello should be in the square bracket. Synchronized should be in the square bracket, and even the word should be in the square bracket. But that was expected output. But actual output is something like this. Why? Because is the methods are not synchronized, not the methods. All three threads, we have created three threads over here. All three objects is going to create a thread. So all three threads they compete each other. So we got something different output. And normally we call this is known as a race condition. All three threads they are racing each other. How to fix? To fix, as I told in the previous video, we have to serialize access to call, because call is the one which is going to execute all the things, which is going to print the statements. So what we do is we are going to serialize this. How to serialize? We can make use of the keyword synchronized. So as you could see here, this is the keyword synchronized, and as you could see in the previous class, the class name is call me. There is nothing changes in this. Class name is call me, and this is only change we have made. We have taken a synchronized keyword before the method. Which method you want to synchronize? Rest everything is same. And when you do this, look at the output. What we are getting? We are getting in this format. So what it does is, which is going to prevent other threads from entering the method called call while another thread is using it. Someone is using, you cannot enter it. Something like log, the room is logged, nobody else can use it. So after synchronize has been added to call, the output looks like this. And use, please see the output what we created in the previous program. Look at the differences. So this is one way of doing it. And second way is you can have a synchronized statement. This is something like, think that you have no access to the class. Class is belongs to a third party. You do not have the access. Someone else has created. So you cannot go and put synchronize in uh, the class. You, because you have no access. So what you can do is you can put calls to the method defined by your class in a synchronized block. I repeat, obviously you are going to create an object of the class, the previous class, in your class, and somewhere in the class you are going to make use of the objects in the previous class. So where you are going to call the methods in the other class, there you are going to put a synchronized block. Let us see how this can be done. Look at this statement, the synchronized. So this is a general form for that, synchronized, and the object name you have to put it here, and the statement to be synchronized. So let us see how this can be done. Look at this program. This is same as previous one. We have a call me, and your call me starts. This is a call me starts and ends here. Just a minute. Yeah. So this is your call me. We starts here. This is a brace for that, and which ends here. Everything is same as the previous. And you have a caller which implements runnable interface. There are two ways to create threads. One is extending thread class. Second one is implementing the runnable interface. So look at this and do series. We have caller, target, and MSGs. This is a way we are going to create t dot start. Start is the one which is going to create, which is going to call the run method. Look at this statement. So what we done is synchronized target. Target is the object name. What is the object name? This is the object for the first class. Synchronized target, and target dot call MSG. This is my synchronized block. Look at this from here till this. Now what happens? Only one, we are talking about thread. Only one thread can access or call the method called call. No one else can access this. So what happens? Because I have no access to the class. If I have access to this class, I can put it. I can make this as synchronized as we have seen the previous program. I can just put it over here. Here I can write synchronized, but I have no class. I mean, I have no access to this because this is done by somebody else. It's not my class. So my class is here. My class is scholar. This is third party class. So what I do is inside my class, I put a synchronized block. And what has to be synchronized? The call method. That's it. So obviously you'll be getting the output as you got in the previous program. All this what you call strings will be in the square bracket. So look at this. The call method is not modified by synchronize. Instead, the synchronize statement is used inside call as run method. Look at this. Synchronize statement is used inside the call as run method. This is very simple. So these are two ways by which you can have a say at the way you run the threads. So if you don't have a say, if it is not synchronized, you will be getting the erroneous output, unexpected output. So this is all about synchronization. The next video we are going to see about inter-thread communications. I hope you understood this. Thank you. Have a nice day.